All right, I bought a Weber grill used, and I made another video about that. And it would start, no problems, except it would start about halfway around the tube there. So the fire would come around the first tube and then come across the back, and it would stop about right there. And I had trouble getting the other tube to light. And you can see the corrosion on the back tube, and I think that was stopping the gas from going all the way through. So I just decided I was going to replace the burner tube, and here's the new tubes I got, the new burners. I got these from Amazon. There's all kinds of Weber parts on Amazon. This one I think was $23.99 plus tax, and that included shipping, so it ended up being about $25 shipped. So it came with 2 screws, and basically I'm just going to take out the old one and put this new one in there, and I'll put a link to the new one in the description. So there are 2 screws in the back, one on the left, which is going to give me trouble here in a minute, and then the one on the right. So basically you just take those screws out and those burner tubes slide right out of there. That's all that holds them in place. So I'm having trouble with the one on the left. When these things get hot, they rust. So the one on the left is rusted so bad that I'm having trouble getting it out with the screwdriver. Ended up getting my nut driver out, and I got the one on the right out, and still couldn't get the one on the left. Tried everything, even got some vice grips, which I think I show back up with, to try and get that out of there. But I could never get a good hold of it. So I just pulled it up, and it came right off. The screw's still in the grill there. So there's the screw I did get out, and you can see how rusty it is. It's hard to get a screwdriver on that. It was a flathead. So the only thing left to do at this point is to get the igniter off of the burner tube, which you see it there at the bottom left. And I will do that here in a second. Right there, yeah, that's the igniter. So that connects to your button on the front of your grill and lights the tube when you want to fire up the grill. So that is pretty tight too. That thing gets hot and gets some rust in it. So those burner tubes just slide apart. There's nothing holding them together. They just slide in there, slide into those holes. So now I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get that igniter off of the burner tube, which I do pretty easily here in a second once I decide I can't just pull it out of there. And I'm having to dub over this because my audio didn't work when I recorded at least part of the video. So anyway, I got a flathead screwdriver and I stuck it in those little guides and kind of twisted to give it a little space there. And I was able to slide the igniter off of the burner. And I'll show you that here in a second. But be sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate it. So yeah, I just stuck that flathead screwdriver in there, twisted, and we were good to go. So here's the replacement tube. You can see the little slide in catch there for the igniter. So I'm going to do that, push it in there, and then see if it'll fit in here. Okay, that slid in pretty easy. You had to give it a little pressure. And then find the right spot, and that should sit right there like that. And we have these the centerpiece just kind of slides in. There's these little tabs right here kind of slide into that so it won't roll back and forth. So it goes like that, and that slides like that. This goes into here. Just like that. So I'm going to put my screw back in there, and then we'll see how that goes. And they sent 2 new screws, so I'm going to, I couldn't get the one screw out, so I'm just going to put one screw back in. I'm going to do that right-handed, even though I might block the camera. But I'm right-handed, I can't hardly do anything left-handed. So Phillips, new one's a Phillips. The old one was a flathead. So that's in there. That's in there pretty good. I'm happy with that. It's going to just sit there. It's not like it's going to be moving or anything. So then we'll try to ignite it. See if that works. Hope this doesn't blow up. Oh yeah, went all the way around. So now that was much easier. So that's fantastic. Now I'll put the grates back on, give it a good cleaning, and I'm going to test the temperature and see if it gets a little higher than 5 to 550. I'm going to put it back together. These are the flavor deflectors. They keep the grease from falling directly on the fire. So those just sit there. They don't tie in. I could probably have used to replace, probably could have replaced these too. They make kits that have these in them, but these looked okay at the time when I ordered, so we'll go with it. So those sit right there. You burn your grates right back in. Just like that. Now I'm gonna clean those off with a brush, and then we'll test some temperatures. Okay, we're gonna test some temperatures. It looks like we're at about 560 roughly. It's been out here going for about 20 minutes. So let's see what some of the grate temperatures are. So we are running, I don't know if you can see that, on this side around 500. Get in the middle there around 650. 650. That's hard on the hand when you get over that. 670. A little high there. And on the edges. So along the edges it's running about 5 to 550. The center parts of the grate are running right about 650, which is fantastic. So I'm happy with that. So anyway, don't be afraid to tackle the burner replacement. It's a lot cheaper than replacing your whole grill, and you can do it yourself. It took me probably about 15 minutes. It would have taken a little bit less if the screw would have came out. So sometimes you may just have to make it work. Anyway, thanks a lot. Be sure you like the video, comment if you've got any suggestions or questions, and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it.